everybody. I am close to those rocks I wanted to take you to. I'm wearing my orange hat today in case there's somebody around with a compound bow. It isn't actually deer season or anything like that yet, but I don't make a good arrow stop, so the best thing for me to do is put this orange hat on, make myself visible, and hopefully I don't take one for the team. So let's go have a look, shall we? This lower section does get wet in the springtime and the fall time. All kinds of tripping hazards through here, and rocks and logs and anything like that. So you have to be mindful where you're walking. Each step you take, you have to look down. Especially on a hillside. If you're on a hillside, leaves cover things like that. Little pieces of wood like that, little trees, old trees, decayed trees, leaves can cover that. In the fall time they become very wet and very slippery, and it doesn't take much to go down. So you have to watch it, be very careful. As you can see, there are some really nice rocks up here. And these chunks of rocks broke away from the bedrock. Remember, this area here, especially in Canada, most places have been glaciated several times over. And you know, they've gone through a pretty good pounding with all that weight of, say, a mile or more of ice on top. So, as you can see the bands in the bedrock here, these are metamorphic rocks. If you had something like granite, there'd be more scattered, well, more uniform scattered granules, I guess you could say, throughout the whole thing. These are in bands with different rocks, different minerals, and my understanding is they were formed several miles below the Earth's crust, and over billions of years, as the mountains above it eroded and these formations came to the surface, and here we are to look at them. Okay, let's go have a look through here. Actually, let me spin this around for a second. Like this. You snap them off. These are all dried out anyway. The middle part, which is called the pith, and it's actually pretty soft, is brown. Now, the brown pith makes this a red elderberry. And if you do the same for black elderberry, the center portion of the pith, or the center of the twig or stem, will be white. And that's what distinguishes the two apart from the berries, but the berries aren't out right now. Nice, actually. A whole bird's nest right here. See that? Apparently they thought there's a good place in here too. See all these little spots, these little holes in here, where all the minerals, little rocks and pebbles and everything else has come out. Because remember, these different layers are of different hardnesses. Some are harder than others, and that's when you're looking at things in here, and especially outside, you may see that some bands are farther indented, and other colors are harder and stronger, and they'll stick out more. Okay, let's go around. Here's an example here. You see how that was softer? Another layer that was softer. Here. And right after this, I'm going to walk up this way. Where is it? That tree there, there's a pine tree, white pine tree up on the hill. And there used to be a metal tree stand there for hunting. and they would be hunting bears because they had a barrel full of bait, and the ladder is gone now, the barrel is gone now, and there's only a couple little pieces of garbage left, but I'll show it to you after. Okay, let's go over here. What I love about this time of year, I like the fact that over the last many weeks I have not encountered any more ticks, and that's what I love about it, because there was an invasion of ticks in the springtime, and the last thing I want is Lyme disease. In the past, I've had to pull many ticks off my dog. Well, I don't have the dog anymore, but it did get Lyme disease. The most enjoyable thing to be living with, right? Obviously, many different symptoms with that. Anyway, have a look down here. You look over here, not the greatest angle, but you have tripe down here, rock tripe, hanging onto the rocks, the surface there. And apparently those take an awful long time to grow. I think it's like a centimeter. What would that be? Fraction of an inch, quarter inch, half an inch, say. Takes like about 100 years to grow, and they only grow in areas that are not polluted. It has to be pure pristine area. They do not like and do not well with pollution. Okay, let's go up here. Now, it's enough to make anybody woozy sitting up, looking down at this angle here. You'd almost want to sit down on the rock. I don't think I'd make a very good iron worker. I prefer to keep my feet on the ground. I have a pan around here. As you can see, all the orange, yellows. Shall we keep going? And there's a prime example of what I mean when I say these places can be slippery. With all these mosses on here, it wouldn't take much to fall. And the last thing anybody wants to be is a statistic, right? Some red maples here. You know, you wouldn't have to walk very far in the summertime and overheat. It can get pretty hot here. Now, look here. There's another game trail, and that's probably why they put that tree stand there on that pine tree. If I swing it around here, and we face south, let me back up a minute. It looks like that trail goes in a southerly direction through the gully here. And just up and over this little hump, it's another little swampy hole with a very old beaver dam. They're far gone, long rotted away. Normally what these beavers do is they have preferences as to what type of trees they like. And I know from my experience in the past, they like their poplars and their white birch trees. They obviously taste different than other trees, but in desperate times I've seen them just about take anything. And there again, once all their food has been used up and it's too far to go, if I can find it again. Let's see. Everything is covered. Everything is covered in leaves now. There's a lid. They had bottles of scent. But they were very small. Okay, no luck right now. It was some hickory flavored. Okay, let's give up on that. Let's go down the hill here. Dead trees, fallen trees, decaying trees are hosts to all kinds of other life. In this case, different mushrooms. As you can see there, and on this side of the log where it's been cut. Here's another example of the markers. Coming up to another boulder. See how that's perched on there? See these little bushes? Now, I'm not sure, maybe down in the States they grow into larger. I don't know if they grow in the trees or not, but down here they're shrubs they're called. There in that hole. Let's walk around this. I'm also purposely walking slow because of the camera. I don't want too many blurs and stuff like that. Okay. You just see some water running down through here at times. All right. Neat little hole there. A great hideout for some of you. Let's call it a bug out camp, shall we? We'd have to pump